The invisible war. Most people think poverty begins in the wallet. It doesn't. Poverty begins in the mind. Before a man loses money, he first loses discipline. Before a person becomes broke, they become emotionally weak. Before financial failure appears in public, mental failure happens in private. The dangerous part is this: nobody sees it happening. No alarms, no warnings, no dramatic music, just small decisions repeated every day. Buying things to impress people who don't care, sleeping instead of building, complaining instead of learning, escaping reality through entertainment, living emotionally instead of intentionally, and slowly, the mind becomes a prison. The ancient Stoics understood something modern society ignores. If you cannot control your mind, you will never control your money. Because money obeys behavior, and behavior obeys thought. A distracted mind creates a broke life. An impulsive mind creates financial chaos. An undisciplined mind destroys opportunities. That's why some people make millions and lose everything. Because wealth without mental control is temporary. Today you are going to learn the connection between mental discipline and financial power. Not motivation, not fantasy, not get rich quick, real control. The kind that changes your future. Because the greatest investment you will ever make is mastering yourself. Part 1. Your mind is either your slave or your master. The average person wakes up already defeated. The phone controls them. Social media controls them. Mood controls them. Fear controls them. Impulse controls them. They don't think, they react. And reaction is expensive. Every emotional decision has a financial consequence. Anger destroys opportunities. Laziness destroys consistency. Jealousy creates reckless spending. Desperation creates bad investments. Impatience destroys wealth. The Stoics believed that freedom begins with self-control. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." That sentence alone can change your life, because most people spend their lives trying to control the world while failing to control themselves. But powerful people reverse it. They master themselves first. And once your mind becomes disciplined, money starts behaving differently around you. You stop wasting. You stop chasing validation. You stop buying emotional comfort. And suddenly, your money begins to grow. Not because you became lucky, because you became dangerous. Part 2. Emotions are expensive. The modern world profits from emotional people. Why? Because emotional people spend more. Think about it. People shop when sad. People overspend when insecure. People gamble when desperate. People flex when they feel inferior. Entire industries survive because people cannot control their emotions. The Stoic mind sees through this trap. A disciplined person asks, "Do I need this? Or am I trying to fill an emotional void?" That question alone can save thousands of dollars over a lifetime. Most people are broke because they spend emotionally and earn logically. Successful people do the opposite. They earn emotionally with hunger, ambition, and purpose. But they spend logically. That is power. Every dollar you save through discipline becomes a soldier working for your future. Every unnecessary expense steals freedom from your future self. That expensive lifestyle you can't afford? It's not luxury. It's a trap. Real wealth is peace of mind. Real wealth is options, freedom, time, control, not applause from strangers. Part 3. The brain loves comfort, but wealth requires discomfort. Your brain is designed to protect you from discomfort. That's why discipline feels painful. Waking up early hurts. Working hard hurts. Saving money hurts. Learning skills hurts. Saying no hurts. But here's the truth. Temporary discomfort creates permanent rewards, while temporary pleasure creates permanent regret. Most people choose comfort now and suffer later. The disciplined choose struggle now and live free later. That's the difference. The Stoics trained themselves to become comfortable with discomfort, cold weather, hunger, hardship, silence, loneliness. Not because suffering is good, but because comfort creates weakness. And weakness destroys wealth. A weak mind cannot build a strong future. Part 4. Control your attention or lose your life. Attention is the new currency. Where your attention goes, your future follows. If your attention lives on gossip, drama, and distractions, your life will reflect chaos. But if your attention lives on growth, discipline, and learning, your life transforms. Most people don't have a money problem. They have an attention problem. Hours disappear on scrolling. Days disappear on entertainment. Years disappear on distraction, and then they wonder why their lives never change. Your attention is either building your future or destroying it. Protect it. The Stoics practiced intentional focus. One task, one purpose, one mission at a time. That level of focus is rare today, which is exactly why it becomes valuable. Part 5. Delayed gratification is a superpower. Most people want rewards immediately. That's why they stay poor. They cannot wait. They want fast money, fast success, fast pleasure, fast recognition. But wealth grows slowly, like a tree, and anything that grows slowly usually lasts longer. The ability to delay gratification is one of the most powerful financial skills on earth. When you learn to wait, you stop making desperate decisions. You stop chasing shortcuts. You stop panicking. You stop selling your future for temporary pleasure. Discipline becomes easier when you understand this. Every time you say no to impulse, you say yes to freedom. That coffee you didn't buy, that unnecessary flex you avoided, that emotional purchase you resisted, those are not small victories. They are proof your mind is evolving. Part 6. Silence creates power. Weak people talk too much. Strong people observe. Most financially successful people move quietly. They don't announce every plan. They don't seek constant validation. They don't expose every strategy online. Silence protects focus. The Stoics valued silence because silence strengthens awareness. When you stop talking constantly, you begin thinking clearly, and clear thinking creates better decisions. Especially with money, emotional people make loud decisions. Disciplined people make calculated decisions. Silence also protects you from comparison. Comparison is financial poison. The moment you start competing with other people's lifestyles, you lose control of your own life. Remember this, some people look rich but are drowning in debt. Never envy appearances. Build substance. Part 7. Your habits are your financial destiny. You do not rise to your goals. You fall to your habits. One of the biggest lies people tell themselves is, one day I'll become disciplined. No, discipline is built daily, through small, repeated actions, reading instead of scrolling, saving instead of flexing, learning instead of complaining, building instead of escaping. Your future is hidden inside your routines. A man who wastes every evening will eventually waste his potential. A person who avoids responsibility will eventually avoid success. Success is not random. It is scheduled. The Stoics understood consistency better than most modern people. Small actions repeated for years become powerful. Tiny disciplines create massive outcomes. Part 8. Money magnifies who you already are. Money doesn't change people. It reveals them. If you are impulsive while broke, you will be reckless with wealth. If you are insecure while broke, money will amplify your ego. If you lack discipline now, more money will only create bigger mistakes. That's why mastering your mind comes first. Financial freedom without emotional control becomes self-destruction. Real wealth is internal before it becomes external. That's why some people remain calm during financial storms. Because their peace does not depend entirely on money, their identity is stronger than their bank account, and that mental strength allows them to recover faster. Part 9. Stop seeking escape. Many people don't actually want success. They want escape. Escape from pain. Escape from responsibility. Escape from insecurity. Escape from boredom. That's why they drown themselves in distractions. But distractions delay transformation. Your future changes the moment you stop escaping your life and start confronting it. Face your habits. Face your excuses. Face your weaknesses. That honesty is painful, but powerful, because awareness creates change. You cannot conquer a mind you refuse to understand. Part 10. Build a mind that money respects. Money respects discipline. Money respects patience. Money respects value. If you become mentally strong, financially intelligent, and emotionally disciplined, Opportunities begin to appear differently. You think clearly under pressure. You avoid emotional traps. You make smarter decisions. You stay calm while others panic. That calmness becomes your advantage. Because most people collapse emotionally the moment life becomes difficult. But the disciplined mind adapts. That is real power. Part 11. Daily Stoic Rules for Mental and Financial Control. Wake up early even when you don't feel like it. Train your mind to obey logic instead of emotion. Spend less than you earn. Avoid unnecessary validation purchases. Protect your attention from distractions. Read daily. Learn valuable skills. Stay silent about unfinished plans. Stop comparing your life to social media illusions. Accept discomfort. Practice patience. And remember, every disciplined day builds a stronger future. Final outro. The man who controls himself becomes unstoppable. At the end of life, nobody cares how expensive your shoes were. Nobody cares how many strangers admired your lifestyle online. What matters is who you became. Did you master yourself? Did you build discipline? Did you create freedom? Did you overcome weakness? Because the greatest flex in life is not showing wealth, it's having control. Control over your emotions. Control over your habits. Control over your mind. That is true power. The Stoics knew this thousands of years ago, and it remains true today. A man who conquers himself can conquer almost anything. So train your mind, protect your focus, master your emotions, and your money will eventually follow your discipline. Because wealth is not built first in the wallet. It is built in the mind.